Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Let's return to the Wayback Machine and share some more stories.
The Wayback Machine. I love some of this stuff that he says.
Oh no, it was way back.
Okay, so we talked about parade. We talked about the rodeo. Now let's talk about something else, food. What are
and
your
family
memories
traditions, yeah.
surrounding around the food, the barbecues, everything like that? Should we start with Jen this time? Sure.
Yeah, so I'm the only one that lives up in town now with all my family. So for the last 28 years, we've lived up on the bench anyway. And they all come to my house after for lunch. And we've had you and your family a few times.
Right.
Yeah.
So after the parade.
After the parade.
Everyone comes over.
Yep. My whole family comes over.
Do they stay all day?
Nope. The boys don't want to go down to the craft show.
Yeah.
And so we go down. My mom always loves to walk through the quilts because she's a big quilter. She's had her quilts in there a few times. So we do that and then go walk through the booths. And the boys have to take the kids to the carnival.
Oh, you guys have a better day.
Yeah, you can't. They make fun of me because I'm the foodie. But so I want to know. So do you change it up? Do you have like the standard? We want this
kinda
every
have
year.
the standard.
Yeah.
What is it?
Do they look forward to something? The family like, Mom, you must make this every year.
Oh yes, we
What
do
is
the sugar cookie stars and stripes pizza,
yum.
and then we always just do meat tray and rolls because
See, that's totally
it's
different than
hot
what we do.
with hamburgers, and then everybody brings salads and potluck, and my mom always brings her baked beans. It's like
Gotta
love
have
it.
baked
I
beans.
love
had to
it.
make that this year for my 4th celebration.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Well, it's like once I married my hometown guy, Clark Swinson, it opened a whole new world of celebrating to me because the Swinsons, his dad was Jack Swinson that was
best
the
guy.
recreation director
I love
for
him.
many, many years.
Love him.
So it opened my eyes to what celebration
bet.
really was. And so so we have breakfast all together with our family. And then well, on the 24th though, we have donuts and drinks and stuff
Okay.
in front of my husband's office, and we
Okay.
watch the parade. And then after that, for the recreation department, they have like a private pool party.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we go to that, and then after that, then we have our big barbecue.
But I think it's not so private anymore. Now everyone's invited. The whole city.
Oh, is it the whole city?
I
It
think
didn't
so.
used to be that way.
Stacey's just been showing up. Just
No, I've never been on the 24th, but yes.
Stacy
it's a
just
pool
hears party and she just goes.
Yeah, true, and
No,
you should.
it's in the magazine,
Rightly
so it says party,
Yeah.
pool party.
Yes.
So we just have barbecued hamburgers and hot dogs and all the fixings, and then off to the rodeo. So it's a full day.
The pool is a good place to be because
It is.
some years is it so hot that you
It's
just are
so-
like,
Yeah.
holy cow, I feel sick because it's
Yeah.
like 105 and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
So
In fact, my
I like
kids
the pool.
thought that their grandpa owned the swimming pool.
I'm sure they did.
Anyway.
As every child should.
That's okay.
I love
Any
that.
different.
Yeah.
Those are good memories.
What about you?
We're definitely foodies in my family.
we are,
Thank you. So growing up, as far as food, we would do a Mexican fiesta for Fiesta Days.
Oh, how cute. That's a good one.
Yeah, and that was fun. So that was more, my younger years. But we would do enchiladas and chips and salsa and, pina coladas and all that kind of fun stuff.
That's a fun idea.
Yeah, and my mom would always, get out the maracas and just fun decorations to, just make it fun for the kids and the family. So we would do a fiesta for Fiesta Days. But since I've had my own family, and I don't know where I got the idea to even do this, but essentially, the 24th is for Pioneer Day,
Yes.
throughout the state of Utah. And so with my little family, we started doing a Pioneer dinner. And when I say Pioneer dinner, I use that term loosely. I know this maybe
No,
isn't
I'm like,
what the,
tell us more.
Right, I know this isn't what maybe the pioneers were eating, but this is what I feel like might be kind of country style. So I would usually just do like a roast, and then we do homemade cornbread, and just like a veggie, and I think I've done like a chocolate bundt cake. But the part that my kids love is, how you can make the butter in the mason jars and you pass it around the table and shake it. I thought that would be so fun. So we, set out the little jar of butter, and the kids pass it around and shake the jar of butter while I read Pioneer stories to them.
Haley, this is dark.
Wow.
Starting new traditions. Tradition is important.
So good.
Yeah, and my kids look forward to it. And I will usually go to like, I don't have any Pioneer gear except for maybe like the cowboy hats, you know, my little boy would wear and stuff. But I would go to one of my aunts and just collect some bonnets. So we'd wear some Pioneer garb and just sit down and have our dinner and share the Pioneer stories. And it has been something really neat to just take a minute and think about the reason why we celebrate.
doing it.
Yeah, and actually last August we moved right next to the Pioneer Cemetery in Spanish Fork, and so it's fun to have that connection, and that could be a fun tradition for someone who maybe hasn't been to the Pioneer Cemetery, but during the month of July for Fiesta Days, you know, stop by the Pioneer Cemetery and read the neat stories of these Pioneer
I've read them,
families.
and it's really neat.
Did you
I've
guys
been
know
up
there's
there.
a book about all of those people? My mother-in-law gave me
No.
this book for my birthday. I haven't read it yet, but I'm like, stories
one
on
of
all
my
of these
fir-
people buried there.
Right. One of my first memories is Mel had to do some sort of project for church, and so we took her and her friend over to the old Pioneer Cemetery, and it had kind of that stage type thing, and took pictures, and so we have these pictures of her in Pioneer garb staring at her Book of Mormon. It's such fond memories, but I love how they've recreated it and just kept
Yeah.
it be able to be in
with
there.
the statue and the
I
plaques. It
love
just kind of
these.
brings to life, you know, their
fun.
Pioneer stories and the
Yeah,
Fiesta.
I want to know how to churn butter.
Yeah.
Fiesta
But
too,
gosh,
okay.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Can I come to your part?
Well, and then not to say, but there's a horse parade, like, and so we were in that
heritage
every
parade.
year
It's
too.
what it is.
Us,
And we
because
haven't done
we
that
had
for
horses.
a couple years.
Yeah,
Because it started
so-
shrinking and shrinking and shrinking.
Well, and I'm so excited with 2020. You know, last year not doing anything to be able to
right.
do it all this year. Everybody, I think, is just itching to get out there and
We weren't able
celebrate.
to do we weren't able to do like
It
the
was very
carnival or
the parade.
or the
It was
parade.
maybe the rodeo sidewalk sells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't quite remember what we did and didn't do because I know there was,
was
some
small.
It was
that
some
were
things that
gay
were
and some
there
were
and
nay.
not, and we were able to do a little bit of rodeoing, so that was
Yeah.
kind of nice. But yeah, I think it's going to be awesome to have it full
Yeah.
blown. Do you guys go down to the shops? I know you
yeah.
talked about sending the men to
Yep,
the carnival
we go
while
down
you
to the
shop.
We go get a Texas Twister,
Yeah.
and then go.
Natasha loves,
Yes.
loves that
Had to get
part.
the
Yes.
So
Yep.
this year the sidewalk sell, well, I guess the sidewalk sales are the businesses, but the shopping normally is by City Hall. But because of the library construction, that will all be over at the current library at that park.
There'll be a lot
it'll be
going
the
on there
food on one side and then all of the
Shopping on
the
the
shopping
other.
on the other side, and then you'll just cross the street to go to the carnival.
Okay.
So keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Note to self, yes. Do you
Yes.
guys do any of the other activities? Like, I know there's been the fishing, little ducky, the softball tournaments. This year, I think pickleball tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
Cornhole
So
is in
in.
there.
Cornhole.
Yes.
Do you guys enter any of those? Or do
Speedy
anything?
Spaniard.
The Speedy Spaniard, I ran a few times. Yes, I have. And then
you
lunch,
guys?
And then they had
One
breakfast in
time.
the park.
One time.
Yep.
Never have.
Yep.
Have you?
No,
Angie?
no, I have not.
She was like
afraid I
avoiding
haven't
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
my game, guys.
And then they
Well,
always
it's
had
a bucket
breakfast
list.
at the park. And then they used to have like mud volleyball long time ago, years
You
ago.
have a good memory.
Well,
do.
we'd go do it. Do you remember that? They
Vaguely.
would kind of, yeah. Anyway.
So one thing I started doing once I was on city council was the car show. Do
Oh, yes.
any of you guys
I've
go
been to
there?
the car
Yeah, we've
show.
been
You
there.
guys, it is fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
Like
it's fun.
And
your
it's been
husband,
good for years,
kids,
like
yeah.
neatest cars.
Yeah,
Where is that located
That's
this
down
year,
at the
Stace?
sports park.
Okay.
On Volunteer. So good.
That's a
And
good way
on
to spend a
Saturday,
day.
the 17th. So
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
music, nice cars,
Yeah,
just
some-
very
some
low
food
key.
trucks, just a couple
few, just
you
a
can
few,
load up.
right?
Well, and the movie
Just
night's
saying.
been fun. The movie night that they have at the park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went to that a few
Music
times.
in the park. I think on like a
Yes.
Sunday they would do a little
Yes.
concert, and that's something that my family has enjoyed. Take blankets and chairs
Yeah.
and
Just enjoy.
go down and listen to the music.
And then
Yeah.
I remember my girls performed on the 24th behind at the library. Don't they have
On that little
performances?
stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little
That's right.
concrete
Yeah.
stage. But yeah, you're big time.
A lot
you're
of
able
these
to
things, I
perform
think,
there.
too, are just like a self-esteem builder for a lot of us growing up. To be in a parade, like
Right.
to say you've been in a parade, whether it's dance or cheer or your baseball team, or if you took state and you're in a boat. There's just so many opportunities that I just think that you just feel like part of the community, and you grow up and have those fond memories.
Well, and everyone comes back. Like the people that I
Yes.
see is so fun.
Yeah.
Like you haven't seen them forever, and then
Yeah.
you see them over the 24th,
Come in for the
and it's just
holiday.
like
Yeah.
you just get excited.
Yeah.
So before we go to commercial break, what are you most excited for this year?
That's a good
I'm
question.
excited to join you in your fiesta party. Just let me know the date and time.
I will. I'll
And
send out
I
an
can be
invite.
there. I
Yes.
can bring
All of ya.
salsa. Salsa Madre makes some mean salsa, and I can just go
Yes.
get some.
Okay, you're invited for sure.
I think just being with family and just feeling that sense of community.
Uh-huh.
You know, like at the parade, you just see all those people and you
Yeah.
just have pride in the town that we
community,
live.
Yes.
that.
I agree.
For sure.
I'm really excited for my class reunion to see friends after 30 years. I'm old, but I am. But I'm excited, like to see
I
friends
just had mine
and
2
have
years ago,
everyone.
and the
yeah.
30th is a good one.
Yeah.
And Angie just went
We
to
just
her
went to
husband's.
Reds, and it was so nice. I
Yeah.
thought, for a moment, you feel like you're stepping back into that high school mode. You get a little bit nervous. We sat at the door like, should we go in or not?
Yeah.
And then it was so refreshing to be.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just at a different stage, and we're all able to just connect. So that's going to
Yeah,
be super
I'm
fun.
excited for it.
And the
Yeah.
fireworks, guys. Hopefully, we can keep things safe from
Yeah.
the true fires, but have some
Yeah.
fireworks.
Hey, lady, you have anything that you're just super excited about?
Probably just a little pioneer dinner that I told you about. I
Okay.
especially love that. My kids do. And then just getting together with some extended family
Yeah.
for fireworks that evening. It is fun just to watch those together and visit and play
And now that you
games.
have little kids, it's just so
Yes.
magical, I think, seeing it through their eyes. Like,
yeah.
you as a child loved it, and then you kind of get to that teenage young mother, and you're just like, oh, but then
Yep.
seeing that child and your grandkids light up
Right.
again.
Kids
nothing
do bring
like
magic
it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
back
they do.
into it for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
Well, this was so dang fun.
Yeah, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Happy Fiesta
Yeah.
Days. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
There's more studio chatter coming up.